So you've decided to lose weight and you decided enough is enough. If you're like me, the reason is due to high cholesterol and want to look and feel better about myself. You may have run into a problem. You might wonder, how many calories should I eat to lose weight? Keep watching and I'll tell you what I've discovered. First, we're going to talk about what a calorie is and how many a day we need. So a calorie is a unit of measurement of energy. In science, it's the amount of energy to raise 1 gram of water 1 degree Celsius. How does that affect us in determining how many calories to eat in a day? To answer that, we're going to go back to what a calorie is. It's a unit of energy. So think of calorie and energy as the same thing. In fact, in many other countries, a calorie isn't even used at all. They just say energy. So how many calories or how much energy do we need a day? You could think of our body as a machine, and just like machines need energy, so do our bodies. And how much our bodies need, aka our machines, depends on a number of things. 1, our age. 2, our gender. 3, our daily activity level. All right, first we're going to go to a website called tdeecalculator.net. On that website, we're going to plug in all of our information to see how many calories or energy we need a day. All right, as you can see, the first thing that we can choose is our gender. So for me, I'm going to click on male. The next thing you're going to enter is your age. For me, 39. Then put your weight. For me, 218. And after that, choose your height. And for me, once again, 5'10". And the most important thing you can do on here is be accurate about your activity level. And that's the next thing that we're going to put in is our activity level. In other words, how active are you, or how hard is your machine working, your body? If you live a more sedentary lifestyle, like you don't do much physical activity, you're more doing office work and all of that, your machine needs less energy because it's not burning as much energy. So you click sedentary. For me, I'm gonna choose heavy exercise because I'm a delivery driver. I work anywhere between 8 to 11 hours a day delivering packages from light envelopes all the way up to 150 pounds. So I'm gonna start by choosing heavy exercise. Sometimes it can be hard choosing the right activity level because you might not be sure whether it's a higher one or a lower one. Just pick one. I would err right now saying that you're a little bit more active than what you are. You can edit it later and choose a lower one if you're not losing weight. Me personally, I'd rather start with a higher one, because if you start with a lower one and you cut too many calories way too fast, you're gonna feel super hungry and you run the risk of feeling restricted, and then your body is gonna crave calories a lot, and you might end up binging or eating a lot, and then you're gonna feel like a failure and then give up and then feel guilty about that and then try hitting it again. That is if you're anything like how I have been, because my history is doing that and having a real roller coaster ride when it comes to losing weight. So err on the side of caution, start with higher calories. We'll slowly work our way down, doing less and less. Now you plug in your body fat percentage. It's optional, you don't have to, it just makes it a little bit more accurate. But if you don't have access to a scale that will give you your body fat percentage, that's okay. Okay, after you enter all of that, click calculate. This brings us to the next page. They will tell you how many calories you need to maintain your current weight. For me, that's 3,254 calories. My machine, aka my body, needs 3,254 calories in order to maintain my body weight. All right, as the website's name suggests, tdeecalculator.net. This is our TDEE, aka our total daily energy expenditure. So it's the total calories we need each day in order to maintain our weight. Okay, so now we see how many calories we need each day based off of our current activity level, our age, and our gender. Now if we scroll down, we'll see a section where we could click on cut in. This is going to tell us how many calories we need each day in order to lose 1 pound each week. So when you click on cut in, you can see for me, it's 2,754 calories a day. So 2,754 calories is 500 less than the 3,254. So why does it say 2,754 calories? If my maintenance, my TDEE, is 3,254, why is it now 2,754? So to understand this, we have to understand another concept. To lose 1 pound a week, that's the equivalent to 3,500 calories. So you divide that by 7, you get 500 calories. So the 2,754 for me is 500 calories less than my TDEE. If I eat that much, the 2,754, I should lose about 1 pound a week. So basically, we could forget all the concepts and all that. If you just want to focus on losing 1 pound a week, just go to tdeecalculator.net, plug in all your information, click calculate, go to the bottom, click cut in, and you'll see your new daily calories that you need to eat in order to lose about 1 pound a week. Now, you can do it a little bit higher. So let's say you want to have more calories so you don't feel as hungry. You can maybe subtract 250 from your TDEE, and that'll get you about 1/2 pound of weight loss a week. Okay, now I just want to share a little personal advice when it comes to this. If you're like me and you've had that roller coaster journey when it comes to trying to lose weight, I would start with the higher amount. Try that out for a couple weeks. If you don't lose weight, cut another 200 calories off. Look and see, okay, am I losing weight over 2 weeks? All right, I'm starting to lose a little bit, 1/2 pound. If you're happy with that, stick with that. And then if you plateau, you could drop it down another 200 calories. Just do it small, slow, and steady, because it's all about progress and not perfection. Slow and steady wins the race, just like in the tortoise and the hare. If you're like me, trying to cut too much too fast, it has a very negative mental effect, because I feel like I can't enjoy any food or anything like that. And it causes me to like restrict too much, and then I'll end up binging and doing that vicious cycle where I try and make up for it the next day by eating way less, and it's not healthy. It's not good. So I would start higher, slowly bring it down, and do it over long periods. Me personally, I weigh in every single day. It's easy to get caught up in the daily amount. Oh, today I weighed 218. Oh, tomorrow 217. Oh yeah, everything's working right. The following day, oh, 26. Oh, everything's great. And then you weigh in again, 217. What happened? Oh my gosh, I need to cut calories. I need to make up for it. But that's a recipe for disaster. It messes with your head. At least it did with me. So I recommend doing a weekly average. Add up your weight every day of the week, divide it by 7, that's your weekly average. You can write that down. Following week, do the same thing. If it stays the same, drop your daily calories by about 200. And then you should notice your weekly average starts dropping as well. And then on the reverse side, if you find yourself dropping too fast, if you want, up your calories just a little bit, but that's up to you. It's based off of how you feel, how your body responds. If your body's happy with it, you're not getting crazy cravings, then I would keep going with it personally. So the most important thing to remember is that this is a journey, and we're not going to be perfect. There'll be days where we eat a little bit more, days when we eat a little bit less, but it's all about the trend of losing the weight, the trend of reducing the calories. It's not going to be perfect, but we need to make that progress. If you notice you slip up, do better the next day. Don't beat yourself up, because then you're gonna sabotage yourself. And believe me, I've been there, I know. And don't worry about trying to make up for it, because then you're just gonna end up starving if you reduce your calories way too much. Remember, it's all about progress, not perfection, and slow and steady wins the race. If you happen to find this video by doing a search for how many calories you eat in a day, I hope you found some good information that can help you. If anything, I hope that I can help encourage you to begin your journey, and if there are slip-ups, to just keep going and to push those out of your mind. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you joining me, and I look forward to seeing you all next time. Okay, so I was editing the video and I totally forgot to tell everyone how to track their calories. So what I use is an app called Cronometer, but there's also a famous one called MyFitness Pal. So those or any other calorie counting app will do you wonders. Now we can end the video.